Alright, I'm gonna make a little fishing video of stuff I got planned and all. This is old. I've had this pump here for, I don't know, probably 7 years or longer, and it's been good. It just hooks up to a battery. It's got little clamps and all. I've been using it. The positive side broke off. I was having a hard time with it connecting. I finally looked at my battery and it was scaled up, so I scraped some scale off. You can just take it and put it on there and it starts up and runs pretty good. It's not real loud. You can hear it, but it ain't bad. I run it for several years with little bitty rocks about like that. They was triangle shaped, and well, they sort of wore out and all, but I leave it outside most of the time, and my hose got hard and I lost one of the anti-back water feeds, so if something happens to the pump and it starts sucking it back, this won't allow it because it just goes up in there. But the hoses wouldn't stay on, all that, so I bought a kit. It come with like 25 foot of hose, all of this. It's a whole pile of junk in there, and it's got T's and air regulators, the back flows, all that stuff. Well, I got that to fix it up. This is like a 20 quart cooler. You can put somewhere between 50 and 100 baits in it. This is the rocks I bought. They was a little expensive, but I like them. They work real good. As you can tell, they make a lot of real small bubbles. I can't remember how much they cost. This was probably, both of these was probably 20 bucks, $15–20, but they work good. This kit here, it was probably 10–15 bucks, something like that. Well worth the money to do it. I had to put a new end on my positive here. I've broke it off again. It's so old that I did that. But that's the update on it. I got this. If my plans of fishing, I'm thinking about going tomorrow. I'm fixing to get me a bigger boat. This is a 14 by 32 or 36. Not real sure. There's 8, another 8, another 8, and another 8. So that's 5/8. That's about 36 inches, I guess, across it then. But yeah, I'm fixing to go look at me. I think I'm gonna get me, I'm up in the air. I'm thinking of a War Eagle. I'm either gonna get a 16 or 17 foot. I really want something 50 something inches, 50 to 60 inches maybe. I'm not real big. I just gotta be 60, but 48's okay, but I'm really wanting 54, 56. And I think I'm gonna get a 17 foot one. But and I want a 40 or bigger engine on it. So I'm going tomorrow to look at boats, and I'm also fixing to finish up working on this boat. So I'm not completely finished, but I'm gonna finish some of the stuff that I want to do. I'm fixing to put some foam in the floor, and I'm gonna go to Lowe's and I'm gonna get me a couple sheets of aluminum, and I'm gonna screw in here. The foam's to help hold it up. I'm just gonna get 1-inch foam board. I already got 1-inch foam board, but I'm gonna put it in, and I'm just gonna drill me some holes in those braces there and do it. I may not put it all the way to the front. I'm probably gonna buy me 2 sheets. I'm gonna put me one back here, and for sure there's one gonna be here. I'm not worried about it going all the way to the sides or anything like that. And then I'm gonna put one from here, and however far up it goes. If it quits right there on that one, I'm perfectly fine with it. I don't really care. If it stops there, I'm good. But I'm wanting to do that so that it's coolers and stuff ride better. I have to use these small coolers in here anyways, but I got this one and another one, but also have this big cooler. When I have somebody go with me, I put this in there and we throw the fish in it. It's a 52 quart, I think. Yeah, it's 52 quart. It works fine. We just throw fish over in it, put a bag of ice in it, throw the fish in it, and we're good. I put my little small cooler. It's a nice cooler, N-I-C-E. That's the name brand of it. I like it because it was different. And it'll sit right here and holds on fine. And then I try to put that bigger cooler right in here somewhere. And then that I usually put right behind that seat. Works fine. And then, of course, I have all my poles, the lines, I got nets, a paddle, gas tank, and a battery to go in there, and it just takes up a lot of room. This boat is fine for the area right around here where I live, the small rivers. It's perfect for it. I can zip around, get through stuff. I love it for it. But when I get in a little bit bigger water, when I go from a country road river to, let's just say, a regular 2-lane highway, this boat starts getting iffy. And then when I put it on the interstate in a bigger river, it's real iffy. Like, I won't stay in the main channel. There's a place up here I can launch, and I can drive, well, I'll say up here, it's an hour and a half away. I can drive straight across the river and get out the current, and I'm fine. But when this boat goes out in the main river on the Tom Bigby, this boat will turn sideways. I have to point it up river just to go across. You know, like, I run at an angle like this, and I'm just doing like that because the current's pulling it. It's got a 9.9 on it, but it's perfectly fine for this boat, the 9.9. It'll run 12, 15 miles an hour, you know, and that's plenty of fast for around here, and it's what the boat's ready for. But when you get in a big river, I don't feel safe with it, and I want to do more fishing if there's heavy boat traffic. Just because of that reason, I don't fish the Tom Bigby from Memorial Day or Labor Day, because I don't feel comfortable in it. But my cousin's got a War Eagle boat, and I used it years ago, and I went over there, and I think it's a 1648 or something like that, maybe a 1548, somewhere right around there. Just a flat bottom boat, you know, ain't got nothing in it. I think he's got a gun box or something, but I love it because it has about that big front deck that's high like this, and then it goes, you know, another 4 foot back here, and it's got a deck that's lower. It's about like that, and it does like that, and then it drops down, and it's got a real low deck. And I love the way it's set up, and that's why I'm thinking about going and buying it. I threw around the idea of buying a used boat. Those War Eagles, I don't see them for sale, really. I'm sure they do come up for sale, but in my area, I've looked on Facebook and everywhere else, and they're just none for sale. The ones I do see for sale are about the same price as a new one, and the boats are cheap. A lot of times you can buy those boats for $5,000. Well, then you got to buy a $2,000 or $3,000 trailer and you know, somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000 motor to go on it. Well, you're up to 20 grand, you know, for a new boat. Well, they're selling used boats for 15 or whatever. So pretty much all you're doing is not paying for a trailer or something like that, you know. And I can be off on my numbers, don't hold me to all that. And I'm like, well, if I buy this, if I'm gonna use it as much as I think I am, why not just buy me a brand new boat and everything? And this boat, I've had this for 20 years. I think this is like an 86 model boat, 82, 86. Still use it. I quit using it for several years. I was working a lot and all that, you know, young, trying to acquire stuff, you know, get a four-wheeler, truck, tractor, start businesses, you know, get everything going. And I didn't fish a lot, but now I'm getting back into it because I've acquired a lot of the stuff that I want, and now I want to get back to fishing, enjoying life. But so I think if I get that boat, I'll be 100% happy. Just go buy a brand new one, get exactly what I want for $20,000. Just say it may be 15,000 or it may be 25,000. I don't know. I ain't been there and really looked at them and talked and seen what I want. That's why I'm gonna go tomorrow. But if I do it, say it is $20,000, I keep the boat 20 years, that's $1,000 a year. If I don't have to replace the power on it, the power unit, you know, the motor or anything like that, I'll be good. My cousin's got one. He bought it from a buddy. This was years ago, about 7 years ago, maybe, something like that. And I think he give like 10 for it. And I just love the boat. If he'd sell it to me, I'd buy his. I wouldn't mind buying his if he'd sell it to me for, I'd probably give him his money back, $9,000-$10,000, you know. But I was like, well, can't really find what I want, do that. I saw some more boats. There was a G3 1760 or whatever center console. I think it was 1760, 1756 or something like that, you know. At the same place I'm going to, they wanted like 15,000-16,000 for it, and I was like, man, it's a nice boat, but I hate having crap in the middle of the boat. I don't want no boxes. I don't care for no live wells or nothing, because I can take that right there and make my own little live well for bait. Because the live wells that comes in boats are in this metal tin can. Well, when the sun shines on it, it gets hot, it boils your fish. I just pulled a brim out of there that was in that much water and has been alive in there with no air or nothing since Saturday. I got him out the pond Saturday around lunch. Today is Tuesday evening at 7-8 o'clock, and he was still alive, kicking. I threw him out and the cat ate him. He was about that big, you know. But that shows you, if you'd have had it in there, he'd have probably burn up. But so I don't need a live well or nothing. And then if I keep fish, I can throw them in a cooler with a bag of ice in there, and I'm gonna skin them and eat them. I don't care about them being alive. If I was to get in fishing tournaments, which I don't never see me doing, okay, I can take a big cooler, put me another aerator on it, put me a bilge pump in it, make a circulator or whatever I want to do, and it'll work. So again, I don't need a live well, because most of the time live wells won't keep you fishing all alive good. So that's sort of the point I come to. I've always wanted a boat like that. I wish I'd have bought it 7 years ago. You know how it is. You're like, well, I can't afford it. I ain't using boats enough, all that. But it'd have been cheaper then. It'd save me $5,000-$6,000. It'd have been paid for probably by now. But you know, God's timing's always the good timing, is what I say. I talked myself out of getting a boat earlier this year because I was like, well, money's a little tight. I got money, you know, or whatever. I ain't saying I'm rich or nothing, but I got money for a boat and all. But I was like, a buddy had a boat. He bought he bought a Express bay boat or whatever, 18. And he was talking, yeah, we're gonna go fishing and all that. We ain't been fishing yet. We went boat riding one time in it when he first got it because he wanted to run it, and then we went one more time and fished for an hour. We didn't really do nothing. We rode around is pretty much all we did, and threw a line out here or there. We didn't catch nothing. It ain't what I call fishing. And ever since then, like this past weekend, he was like, yeah, we'll go fishing this weekend, tomorrow or whatever. I was like, all right. Well, I called him the next day at like 10 o'clock, didn't answer. Finally, he called me back at like 1. Man, I've been cutting grass. How about we go tomorrow? And, you know, just things like that. I don't dislike him or nothing. He's got a life. I got a life. It goes on like that. So if if I get my own boat, I can go to the big river. It's getting summertime, the water's dropping, and I'm fixing to not be able to fish in the small water rivers. I'm finna have to start going to the bigger rivers to fish. So if I get my own boat, I can wake up 4 o'clock in the morning, get to the river at 5:30 when it gets daylight, launch, fish all day, fish to lunch, come back, clean my fish, take a nap, whatever I want to do, you know, go out to eat or something like that, or I can stay all day, stay till dark, or camp out, whatever I want to do, you know, and catch fish. So that's where I'm at. I don't do anything for fun, really. I mean, I do stuff, don't get me wrong, everything in life's fun to me, but that's the enjoyment in my life. Right now anyways, I don't have no brand new truck. All my vehicles are paid for. The only thing I owe money on is my sawmill right now. And so I was like, well, I could buy a boat, enjoy my summer. I work all winter. I don't really get to enjoy hunting or anything anymore. Don't really care to hunt a whole lot. So yeah, makes good sense to me. So that's the plan. So I may come back tomorrow, which it'll be loaded up later with a new boat. And if so, we're gonna trick it out. There's gonna be lights on it just like this. It's gonna be set up very similar to this. I'm gonna have lights on the inside, lights shining out here, lights on the front. That's the other thing I like. It's got like what they call a duck bill on it. And that thing sticks out way far like that, and it's got lights under it. It helps protect it and everything. It's made real strong looking with like round pipe. It is heavy, and if I get it, I'll probably end up putting pods on the back, because I don't want a boat sitting deep in the water at all because of going in shallow rivers and doing that. So like this boat, it sits fairly deep in the water. It's just because the motor's so heavy and all. Whenever I'm in the river, the water's usually like right in here. That's about how much, or up to that rib sometimes. It's right in here somewhere. And I want to put pods on here, and I'm still thinking about building some and bolting them on or welding them on, but I ain't done it yet. But I'm gonna try to come up with some more content on it. But y'all like, share, subscribe, get my views up, and I'll be back with some more interesting videos. Y'all have a good one.